Well, hey everybody, it's Paul. Welcome to the channel. I guess we're going to go drive a Ram today. Kind of excited about it, but they don't make it easy. You got a $1,500 coupon on the purchase of a new Ram vehicle. But that is when you purchase it, like buying it off the lot, I guess. They're not going to let you use it when you order it. So ordering is different than purchasing. Because you're just giving them a down payment apparently, but it seems like they should credit you that when you do pay it off because it was good in place. It's like purchasing, ordering. It's like, come on, $1,500, it's nothing on what they're going to make on the things. There's always a catch. Some people are saying just get the Ford because obviously with A-Plan, the Ford definitely has a lot of value. It has all the safety stuff, has aluminum body, but it has that CP4 fuel pump that is prone to have problems. Now I guess that they've got a CP 4.2 that's supposed to help the stuff not wear. Maybe, I don't know how big of an issue it still is in 2022, but I don't know if I want that worry, even though I would be saving substantially. And I don't know, I guess feeling the car will be the definitive answer.
Put a felt inside it.
It purrs,
Alright, boy, give it something.
Oh, I know. I got an exhaust brake.
Oh, yeah. You feel it.
Can you see where come here. Open the hood, I can't see. You see anything?
Oh, yeah. So they do this sound creaking.
Yeah. That's pretty nice sounding.
Now, the bed is smaller. God, is it up high, dude?
Yeah, it is.
It's a little smaller bed.
But here, shut it. That's what's nice.
What?
So light.
Oh.
So much lighter.
Nice, look at those.
Yeah.
Now that's a 2.5, I think, on there. Oh, yeah.
Well, hey everybody, it's Paul. Welcome to the channel. I wanted to give you my first impressions. I just got back from driving a Ram 2500, the Laramie, because that's what they had on the showroom floor available. It has the Cummins Diesel. And remember, I just driven the Ford F250 with the Ford Diesel. So first impressions is the Ford Diesel is much more peppy. The Ford cabin, according to Ben, cabin is larger, but I'll tell you that the Ram cabin legroom feels to me so much more comfortable. My leg doesn't hit. I can sit up. I don't have to sit way down so my leg doesn't hit the door. I can sit up. I have a commanding view. The cabin is much quieter on the Ram than it is on the Ford. As far as air noise, they do the noise canceling. It makes a big difference. The ride is substantially better, and by better I mean less harsh, less stiff than the 250, than the Ford. Honestly, the Ram 2500 felt quite a bit like my Ram 1500, which I really enjoyed the cabin in. Now, I guess over the next year, now I'm talking about 2022, in the next year or so, they're going to redesign the cab. So I'm wondering if I might just get this for a while and sell it, because they're eventually going to put the 10-speed trans in the Ram and they're going to redesign the cab. But obviously, I don't want the first year run of that. Let them run it a year or two and work all the problems out of it. Then I would be a buyer. So that, I might be able to keep this truck for a couple of years, and then if things are like they are now, be able to sell it for a fair amount of money. So the Cummins engine, that's what we really wanted to see, has plenty of power. Yet it is not as peppy as the Ford. It's got less horsepower, it's got less torque, but it doesn't have the CP4 fuel pump injector issues that the F250 has. As far as the sound, you can hear, in my opinion, I could hear the engine just a little bit better. In fact, I like the sound of the diesel. And it kind of reminded me of my old 7.3 diesel back when it was an International, back on my 92 Ford. I happen to like the diesel purring sound. I would say that the Ram handles the bumps better. I would say that it is much less stiff. And I think that's due to the fact that the Ram is using a type of coil springs versus the leaf springs that are going to be a little bit more stiff in the Ford. Now the Ram gets up and goes, but it feels more like a diesel. It doesn't like pin you, it didn't break the tires. Maybe it would from a stop. I didn't try it. Sadly, I gotta say one thing is the vehicle only had enough fuel in it for 30 miles. So it's like I didn't want to take it too far down the road and then turn around and have to get back. So I kind of wish that they had a little bit more fuel in it, but it did fine. I took it for about 5 miles out, 5 miles back. I gave it the beans and it picks up and goes. A little bit of lag versus the Ford. When you hit it, it goes. You'll break the wheels free. It feels like a sports car. I guess if I had to say in just one sentence, like the difference between the two, the F250 feels like a sports car in that it's fast and it's stiff. And the Ram feels, it's funny you say, but almost more luxurious, not as fast, but smoother ride, quieter ride. And you don't have the worry about the CP4 fuel pump going bad and causing $10,000 or so in damage that some people say Ford covers. Some people say they had to go to their insurance to get covered. Some people say, obviously, if it's at 70,000 miles, you're probably going to be out of luck. Talk about extra stress you don't need now. It will be interesting if maybe Ford moves away from that, or they do a total different fuel pump. It would be cool to see that. Maybe when Ram redesigns their cab and they go to a 10-speed trans, maybe they'll put a little bit more horsepower. Now, they do have the Cummins high output that has even more horsepower, but at some point you just don't want to pay up anymore. Now, what I drove was the Laramie, was a $75,000 truck. It has a bunch of stuff I really don't need. To me, I can get cloth seats. You can get the catskin seats put in, which are very nice leather. and save a little bit of money that way. I don't want onboard navigation. That's an option I don't want to pay for. I just as soon use my phone. Now it's nice that the Laramie had where your Android and Apple hooks up cordlessly. You don't have to plug in. That's kind of cool. It also has the cordless charging dock. That's kind of cool. I am leaning right now towards the Cummins. I know a lot of people are going towards gas. There's quite a few gas engines out there in the 2500. Maybe though that is because everybody buys the diesels and the gas ones just sit on the lot. I don't know. So I'm going to expand my search. I really would like to buy one off the lot because then you can see exactly what you're getting. But Chrysler's also giving a $1,500 coupon if you use it to purchase a vehicle. Now, the funny thing is if you ordered a vehicle and you give them some cash down deposit, you're not paying for the whole thing, of course, till it comes in, but the coupon will expire before the vehicle is built the way things are now. So it's like you're losing that $1,500 if you're not buying something that's already on the lot today. So I am going to expand my search and see what I can see out there, maybe within 500 miles. It might be worth it to drive and get one. I might step down the package to a Bighorn. Maybe there'll be something that's built more along with the stuff that I need and more importantly, the stuff that I do not need. I mean, the truth of the matter is I'm sure both trucks would be fun and both trucks would work for a while. I just don't want in the back of my mind. And the thing that gets me is the Ford. I get so much of those safety features. And I save so much because it's A-plan. It's hard to make that A-plan, the difference of the A-plan up with the Ram. And it's about the worst time to be buying a vehicle because it was interesting last night when I talked to the dealer. They had 2 Laramies with diesels on the lot. By the time I got there today, one of them had already been sold. Just that quick. Can you believe that? So it's like the dealers are offering no incentive. They're not worried. If you don't buy the truck, the next guy will. There's not a whole lot of pressure on them to be moving these because there's such a shortage. So it's like, it's a bad time to be a buyer at this point in time. That was great when I went to sell my Ram 1500, but when you're trying to buy and there's no inventory, it kind of works against you then. So, but the good thing is I'm not too fussy. If I can find a decent deal on a vehicle on the lot, I will definitely buy that and be content. So the search is on. Of course, I'll keep you guys posted, and hopefully I can find something. I'll be honest, instead of waiting at least 3 months to get a vehicle built, it sure would be nice to be able to use my $1,500 coupon and drive and see what you're getting right before you buy it, and just buy it and take it home and not have the long wait because I'm out of a truck right now. And, when you got more than one driver in the house and you only have one vehicle, there's always that potential for both wanting or needing or would like to have the vehicle at the same time. I mean, it really hasn't happened yet, but it could happen. So it's all these first world problems, I'll tell you. But I am very grateful for the opportunity to be going out and checking these out and even being able to think about getting a truck, And so anyways, guys, thanks for putting up with my ramblings about the truck. Until next time, we'll see yous.